Hey there, welcome back to MAYLA'S Bedtime Stories. Tonight we're reading Walt Disney's The Aristocats, The Best Place to Be. This is from Animal Book Stories owned by Benguet Provincial Library. In the grand house in Paris lived two fine ladies, Madame Bonfamille and Duchess. Of course, Duchess was a cat, but she was a lady nonetheless. She was even teaching her kittens, Berlois, Toulouse, and Marie, to be aristocrats. Each day they had paintings and music lessons. When the kittens teased one another, Duchess reminded them, "Ladies and gentlemen, do not fight." They were all very happy with Madame. She loved them so much that she decided to leave her entire fortune for her pets. Edgar, Madame's butler, was not happy. He wanted the money for himself. He plotted to get rid of the cherished pets. As Edgar warmed their cream that afternoon, he added sleeping pills. Soon Duchess and the kittens felt their eyes growing heavy. Climbing into their fancy bed, they fell fast asleep. That night, Toulouse had a strange dream. He saw Edgar riding a motorcycle. They were bouncing in a basket. Dogs were barking. Then the basket was flying. But it wasn't a dream. The Aristocats woke up in the country, far, far away from home. They were very frightened. As it started to rain, they huddled in their basket. "Poor Madame," said Duchess. "She'll be so worried when she finds us gone." Fortunately, the next morning was brighter. Duchess crept out of the basket to look around and was happy to see a friendly face. Strutting toward her was Mr. Thomas O'Malley, a charming alley cat. Toulouse hissed like an alley cat, while Marie just sighed dreamily. She thought Mr. O'Malley was very handsome and romantic. Laughing, O'Malley guided them to a road and made a mark in the dirt. "This is where our magic carpet will stop," he promised. As he began to count, a milk truck drove around the bend. "All aboard for Paris," called O'Malley. He even made breakfast magically appear. When the kittens closed their eyes, O'Malley uncovered a container halt of milk. Marie, Toulouse, and Berlois were impressed. They all thought O'Malley was the most wonderful cat in the world. Then suddenly the truck came to a sharp halt. The angry driver had seen them and chased the cats away. "What a terrible man!" Duchess cried. But O'Malley knew what to do. "Paris is this way," he told them, following the train tracks. Sang the kittens, pretending to be a train. They made their way carefully across the bridge. Then a loud sound frightened them all. A real train was coming. "Quickly!" O'Malley pulled the kittens under the tracks. They tried to hold on as the train rumbled overhead, but the shaking was too much for Marie. With a scream, she fell into the river below. "Marie!" yelled Duchess. O'Malley dove into the water and pulled her to safety. "Oh, thank you, Thomas," cried Duchess gratefully. "What would we ever do without you?" Oh, that night they arrived in the city late. The kittens were so tired, so Molly suggested that they sleep at his place. But as they walked toward the abandoned townhouse, they were surprised to hear music echoing through the walls. "Oh, it's Scat Cat and his gang!" cried O'Malley happily. Soon the cats were all swinging to the beat. "That's groovy!" called Scat Cat as Duchess danced with O'Malley. The kittens had never had so much fun. "Stay with me?" O'Malley asked Duchess that night. They were sitting on the rooftop looking at the moon. It was very romantic. She wished they could be together forever. "But I can't," she decided reluctantly. "Madame needs us. I have to go to her." The next morning, Duchess and the kittens went home. Edgar was not very happy to see them. Desperately, he stuffed the cats into a trunk before Madame could find them. "This time I will get rid of you for good," he said, and he called a postman to come and take the trunk too. Timbuktu. But O'Malley arrived just in time to save his friends. "Hiss! Meow!" he screeched, attacking Edgar. Soon the alley cats joined the fight. Even Madame's horse gave the butler a well-deserved kick in the pants, while Rockford, the cat's mouse friend, unlocked Duchess and the kittens. Then they pushed Edgar into the trunk, just as the postman arrived. "Oh, my darlings!" cried Madame as she took their picture. It was truly a day to celebrate. And guess what happened next, my precious? Madame adopted O'Malley and he became part of the family. O'Malley was thrilled. He loved both Duchess and the kittens. In all his days as an alley cat, O'Malley never thought he'd settle down in a fancy pad like this. Yet in the whole world, there was no place he'd rather be. And that was the end of this cool cat story. Good night, sweet dreams, sleep tight, and see you in my next videos. Happy Halloween! Bye-bye!